So, let's begin. And we're going to begin with Dori Londres, who is your student speaker. Every year, we choose a student speaker. There's a university committee that goes through this process, and we're just delighted that Dori will be your speaker today. Welcome her to the podium.
Good afternoon, President LeBlanc, distinguished faculty members, the Board of Trustees, staff, family and friends, and my fellow graduates. Welcome to this exciting day. Back in September of 2015, two huge game-changing events occurred in my life. One of them was that I returned to school after nearly 25 years and began working towards my master's in communications here at SNHU. The other was that the soundtrack to the Broadway musical Hamilton began streaming on NPR. Now, it may seem that these events are out of balance or unrelated, but actually they're not. A few years before coming to SNHU, I had returned to work after more than 12 years as a stay-at-home mom. When I had left my job years before, computers were still a novelty. Email was new. So it isn't surprising that when I returned, I felt a little bit lost. I never regretted my decision to put my career on hold, but I knew I had a lot of catching up to do, and I also knew that I had some important choices to make. What did I want to do, and where was I going to start? As an undergrad, I had studied English literature, and I dreamed of writing the great American novel. Life got in the way a bit, as it does, and 25 years later, I had just sent one child off to college and was preparing to do the same for my second. Suddenly, with my kids beginning their next chapter, it seemed that life had slowed down, like the noise had been muted and the dust had been cleared. It was during that sudden silence that I heard the voice of Eliza Hamilton. Eliza was an ordinary woman living in uncertain times. She did not know what her future held, but she was determined to embrace it and to play a role in shaping it. In fact, she felt lucky to have that chance. I was no longer sure what the rest of my story would look like. The only thing I knew for sure was that, like Eliza Hamilton, I wanted to be a part of creating that narrative. During my time at SNHU, I have met people from all over the country and even beyond. Despite differences in age, geography, and profession, there is one thing we all have in common. We are all reaching for something better. We are all striving to be something more. Today, I would like to tell each of you the same thing that Eliza told Alexander in 1781. Let this moment be the first chapter. Look at where we are. We each came to SNHU to get to work. By doing so, we have guaranteed our part in the narrative. All of us are part of this chapter and of a bigger story that is waiting to be told. Congratulations again to us all.